I'm Navya.
And I'm Jasper, yeah?
And today we're gonna be discussing about work-life balance. Now, when I now when I say work-life balance, what comes to your mind? What is your definition of work-life balance in your opinion?
Balancing work and life.
Oh, so funny.
And
Sorry.
and making sure that it doesn't overlap. And also work smarter, not harder. Because working harder and then you don't see the fruit of your efforts, right? It's very sad. So yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, actually, I do agree with Navya. Work harder and not smart. I actually do agree with Navya that work smarter and not harder.
Okay.
Okay, so efficiency is involved. So in the work-life balance, the things you're supposed to do at home and the things you're supposed to do outside, like the societal kind of city, and balance it out, make life more easier and also be productive at the same time. Yeah, I believe in that.
For me, right, work-life balance, right, means that you have to do work and you have to have fun doing work. Yeah, that's basically it. Yeah.
I see. A different point of view.
Yeah, very interesting.
Totally different from me.
Wow.
Okay, so basically, in my opinion, right, I feel like work-life balance is just 50-50%. Okay, one is work, one is personal life. You cannot let your work become 51. Yeah, that's basically my definition. And so basically in Singapore, I think a lot of people have been facing work-life balance, especially our frontline workers due to COVID-19. And I think students right now in this generation are also facing work-life balance. And as students, what are your problems? What are your problems with work-life balance?
Procrastination.
Mm.
I also have trouble balancing CCA and schoolwork. I tend to put CCA over schoolwork. I put CCA first, and then I put going out, and then I put schoolwork.
I
Oh,
don't.
school. Last. Okay.
I feel like CCA, whatever I do in this CCA, right, I really want to do it in the future as well. So I want to build my portfolio. Yeah, you feel the same, right? Yeah. I feel like whatever, like in the process of editing a video. And
Continue.
the designing and everything, I really like that. Yeah. Then after that, I also do schoolwork when it's really important. Whatever is due first, I'll do that first.
Prioritize.
Yeah, prioritizing is very, very important. And I also tend to prioritize my mental health a lot. I feel like last year I made the mistake of prioritizing good grades. And when I said good grades, right, in my mind, the mindset was best grades. Like, top everything. That kind of a mindset. It was so toxic back then. But now I'm learning to prioritize mental health. I also learn to procrastinate sometimes. The temptation.
I mean, I think it's common for all of us, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
to
it's
just
kind of
procrastinate because your phone is right there. It's just right there. And you can always, want to use your phone. You hear the vibration and everything. Yeah.
Like last night, right? Speaking of procrastination, right? Last night, I reached home at around 6, then I went tuition straight lah. Then after that, came at 7:45. Then I was like, okay, you know what? I'll do my homework at 10 p.m. Turns out I woke up the next day. I just slept. And I didn't wake up until 5 a.m. And then I realized that whatever homework I needed to submit on Google Classroom was dead. And then I got scolded by my tuition teacher.
Oh.
So damn fun experience.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very fun.
Yeah, very fun.
Very fun, yeah.
I see. Fun experience. I should try it out.
You know I cannot wake up from an alarm.
Same. I also
I
cannot.
cannot. Every morning my mom has to wake me up
I
just to go to school.
I wake up earlier than my alarm. I get irregular sleep patterns. I wake up in the middle of the night for nothing. And then when I wake up, right, it's not like normal. I suddenly got some pain.
So you sleep wrongly lah.
Yeah, I cannot sleep properly.
Okay, for me, the problems for work-life balance is whenever I'm tasked to do projects by my teachers and everything, I always tell myself, Saturday, Sunday, you're gonna do this at the specific timing, but it ends up I don't do it at all. I told myself do at 5 p.m., but I end up you watching YouTube at bed, and then getting knocked out in bed and heavy sleep for 5 hours, and then tomorrow I get scolded by my teacher and everything. For me, it's about setting it right, about schedules and stuff. Yeah, for me.
For me, the problems I face is time management. It's similar to procrastination, but it's just you cannot really manage your time very well. Yes, very nice definition. So, like for example, on my daily life, right, I have CCA and all that. And basically, when I end my CCA, it's about 5 to 5:30 like that. And then I will hang out with my friends to eat dinner. And then by the time I reach home, it will be like 7 plus already. So it'll be very late. And then I want like a full 8 hour of sleep. Because I don't want to have eye bags or all that. So if you calculate it right, I got to sleep at 10.
10?
So I left 3 hours. I wake up at 6.
So how you mean 10 and then you wake up at 6? And
I
how's
got
that
sleep
3
at 10
hours?
p.m. what?
How's that 3 hours?
I left 3 hours because 10 minus
Oh.
7, 3 what? I left 3 hours.
Oh, you meant like once you come home.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, I thought you meant from 10 to 6 for you is 3 hours. So what the hell in a day? It's like
Legit.
2 minutes only.
Yeah, so I left 3 hours to do whatever I want. But however, like when I'm gonna do my work, right, I watch TikTok lah. And you know TikTok is very addicting. Once you go into that app, time just passes. Very fast, 1 hour, 2 hour. Yeah. So the second question is, what are the sacrifices you made on your work-life balance?
I think for me it's games like now I gotta do my dailies, games, but I'm not having CCA at like 3 to 5 and all that stuff, and my dailies get taken up and I don't do them, and then watch my YouTube and do my short films, like I'm actually filming like some sort of short film, and I think like it's quite hard it's sacrifice because I have to do my homework, I have to do like my teachers give me projects and everything. I think I see that already, but short film I have to like manage my time, sacrifice my filming time and time management is the issue for me there. Yeah.
I agree with Jasper. I think I sacrifice a lot of gaming and a lot of my like talents and a lot of my hobbies to do at home. So I like to play games a lot. And then the things that I need to do, like the dailies, the weeklies, farming for materials, then I have to do schoolwork as well. And sometimes I get a certain idea, like let's say I want to do this artwork. Then I have that idea in that moment. I'll drop all my school and then go and work on that. And after I come back to my schoolwork, then I'm like, wow, do I really have time to really put in my 100% for that particular artwork? So I feel like it's really difficult to balance between schoolwork and art and like my hobbies. And I'm always sacrificing my hobbies. Or I tend to overwhelm myself with like both of them all at the same time.
Yeah.
The sacrifices, right?
Yeah, sacrifices.
Yeah. Good question. I also say gaming. I used to game until like 4 a.m.
You own a YouTube channel, right?
No, what? No, what? I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, so right, I used to play games. Hit set 3 now, I just never play games anymore. I've never touched a game since last year. Yeah.
Legit.
Then I'm gonna start again because my classmates want me to play with them. Yeah lah, my classmates want me to play with them. Then after that, yeah lah, but one big sacrifice is I just sacrifice my hobbies, what my interests are lah.
I also sacrificed my Netflix subscription. I subscribe to it.
I have no time to watch.
The most I watched probably 1 minute of like an hour movie. That's what I did. After I had to go and do something else already. And sometimes I heard students have part-time job these days.
Yeah.
So they tend to sacrifice a lot.
Okay, for my sacrifices, I sacrifice my sleep.
You say you wanted 8 hours. You say you wanted the 8 hours sleep.
Okay. Wait, so previously I said I want 8 hours, right? But I said I like time management. So basically I sleep usually about 6 hours to 5 hours. 5 to 6 hours. Yeah.
Isn't that not like...
I heard it's not good for your
isn't
heart.
that a good...
I heard that if you sleep like 5 to 6 hours, it's not good for your heart. In the future.
Oh my god.
We both might die like maybe tomorrow.
Bro.
Because like me and Rana are in the same class and we take similar subjects.
Oh.
So we definitely have more... We have an extra subject to
Yeah.
juggle compared to
Wow,
Hey,
wow, wow, wow,
Shion,
wow.
wow, I can't believe you.
Wow.
I can't believe you attacked them like that.
Should attack.
Well, okay. I also have. I do work part time.
Oh, yeah.
So when I do part time, like
Yeah.
yesterday, was it yesterday? It was on Tuesday.
Mm.
Tuesday I CC. I finished. We left at around like 5:30. My workplace is at Orchard there. I started work at. I had to start work at like 6:30, 6:45. I rushed from here all the way to Orchard. Then I had to sacrifice my lunch, sacrifice like my snack time.
Your stomach
It's
will
really
hurt.
like, and yeah, it's a very like tiring job as well. So I was there from like
What do you work as?
I teach dance to like younger kids. Sometimes they're younger than me, sometimes the same age as me. I've been dancing since 10 years old. So yeah, I teach dance. So I had a lesson time from like 6:45 to like 7:40, 7:50, around that timing. Then it was so exhausting. I felt so tired. I didn't have my meals. I didn't even have my water bottle with me. I was struggling. And now there's COVID as well.
Yeah.
So we have to like teach wear your mask, dance. Cannot remove. Cannot take out mask.
1 meter over
Cannot.
Wow.
So I was like screaming through my mask and I just recovered from like what, sore throat or something.
Because I feel like when I exercise and I wear a mask, like it condenses all my sweat.
Yeah, that's why I bring extra masks on those days I have work. It was really tiring. Then after that, my friend, good thing I have primary school friends who are really close to me and they realized that I had a really like late worksheet. So they're like, it's okay, come, I and my mom come pick you up, we all go eat dinner.
Nice,
Yeah, it was really nice. And I haven't met them in a really long time.
Sorry, I'm so sorry. I didn't know. Yeah.
I was having my moment.
Yeah, you can continue having a moment. Go.
Yeah. So yeah, we ate together and they offered me a ride back home. It was really nice.
It's at Orchard, right?
Yeah, Orchard.
This was Tuesday, as in with your friend it was Tuesday.
Huh?
Tuesday,
Yeah,
you still
Tuesday,
at
Tuesday.
school,
Yeah, they still at school.
Then so what time did you reach back home?
Reached back home around like after we finished eating, catching up and everything, I probably got back home at around 10, 11-ish.
Did you have homework?
I had a lot of homework. I had to settle the presentation stuff as well.
Yeah.
So I stayed up and that night I did not sleep much. I just probably got 1.5 hours sleep.
Huh?
Yeah.
Did you survive the next day?
Yeah, I did. I actually survived. I was very active yesterday. Yes.
I did not see her at all yesterday.
Disappeared. Phew.
Yeah, but I think procrastination and all these types of things.
But the reward is very nice when they give you the cash. When they give you the cash, yeah, like, wow.
Wow, so you do it for the money lah.
No, the kids there are very cute. I met some really nice people there. Yes.
So you do it for the kids.
Oh.
Navya?
Bro.
Navya?
But basically, all these things tend to create stress for us.
Yeah.
Because usually for us, when we don't focus on school, it usually bounce. It snowballs it. And then for that, right, how do we tackle this type of problem? What are your tips?
Oh damn.
Don't overwhelm yourself. Don't like, okay, let's say you have a to-do list, right? Don't anyhow put everything inside there. It's gonna overwhelm you. Only put the things that you want to settle immediately.
That's me.
Oh no, Sean, that's why you always look so overwhelmed when I meet you. Sometimes when we ask Sean to do something, right, then he looked very like sian. He looked very tired.
Oh, I love media.
Yes.
Oh.
What was that? Shion. You like Jasper?
Yeah.
Wait, what was it again?
Tips.
How do you
Work-life
tackle
tips.
this?
Litigate, I think I have not to do list. I have like 12 things to do. And then it's like short-term goals, mid-term goals, and long-term goals. Short-term, I think that's what you all said. Do it immediately, do it settle. So I try my best to like set schedules, like Wednesday do this, and set alarms and and tell my friends the date, the time, and everything. Do this, we tackle it, and kind of mitigate these kind of problems. Yeah. Then I just do my games and everything after.
Oh,
Mhm.
prioritize.
Yeah.
Prioritize. prioritize.
Rana has been an inspiration for me.
Oh, okay, anyway, so right.
He really can juggle tuition,
Yeah,
work, and
sometimes
school.
I find him like tuition, then after that got work, suddenly got school. Then after that, his Insta story, right, the next one will be him going out with his friends. All of them like, wow, so fun, so fun. Then like, weren't you like doing work a minute ago? Then suddenly why you going out?
Oh, you mean like
Yeah,
Monday?
I don't know when was it, but sometimes your Insta story is like that. It's one suddenly you're doing work, then suddenly I see you going out. I'm like, how do you balance it? Give me some tips.
Okay. So I overwhelm myself. I don't do what both of you do. I put as much work I can do. So if I let's say I finish the work, right, then the rest of the days, like the whole week, I don't have to do anything. Then I can have fun. Then okay, so Mondays, Tuesdays, then Wednesday I don't have anything. But soon maybe I have. Then after that, Thursdays and Fridays I have stay back until 6, right? And then during that time, it's more of like educational stay back. And then Tuesdays and Thursdays are CCA, right? So during the educational stay back, that's my like study time. Then when I go home, I don't study at all. It's the same for like exams. When I go home, I don't study.
Yeah, I also do the same thing. It's either I pay attention in class and absorb what they're saying, and then before the exams, I'll just flip through it. That's all I do.
You wouldn't have to study
If you actually pay attention and understand,
You wouldn't need to study.
you wouldn't need
For
to
me,
like
when I pay
study.
attention, I still must revise.
Yeah, of course revision lah, but
Yeah,
for one day, then the day before the exam you can revise.
Yeah.
But other days all I don't really revise.
yeah.
Oh.
The other days I focus on work and media.
I mean, for me, you know now, like how TikTok has been growing, and now you're scrolling through, and I've seen so many recommendations on these productivity apps. And one apps I use is Sessions. So basically, you can create sessions on different things, and then they can record down for you. So like for example, cause I take literature, you're supposed to read. Yeah, how is it? You're supposed to hit a weekly.
Reading target. Yeah.
She also take literature.
And I haven't done it.
You too?
Me? I don't know. Cause actually right now I'm like working on like being both-handed. Like actually, you see, like I can write my left hand, I can write my right hand, and then, yeah. So then another thing I'm working on is trying to become a cook lah, a chef lah. Now I think that one, yeah.
Chef.
A chef.
Yeah, chef. Culinary. I'm trying to attend Temasek after I graduate. And, yeah, about cooking
nice.
course. Now I told myself I want to become Gordon Ramsay lah.
Wow.
Yeah, but that's kind of high level. But
Can one.
Yeah, you must always
But remember
put
last
high
time,
expectations.
Yeah.
Yes.
y'all know how to cook?
No.
I can cook Maggi mee. I can do that. It's
I
easy.
have trouble at cooking eggs.
It's easy. You know. Okay, I can crack an egg with one hand.
Yeah, same. But like shell and so inside.
No, mine is no shell inside. You hold it like that and then you just.
You know, I
Easy.
say all that, and today I did FC and
I
like.
have a fear of
Yeah,
eggshells.
you see something wrong.
Sorry.
Okay, also today I was like making FC, and despite me saying like I'll try and become like this.
No.
Oh!
Came out.
I'm so sorry.
Okay. So like, despite me saying what?
I'm so sorry.
That's bad.
sorry.
That's bad. Oh.
How about FC?
Yeah,
Yes,
FC.
FC.
So like, despite me trying to say like I was trying to become this person, this Gordon Ramsay guy. Today at FC I was like cooking with someone, then like my partner. Then like we ended up making a crepe, and then we just slather on the sauce and then on the cream, and then we just fold it. But my partner folded it up like it messed the whole thing up, the structure and everything. And then the guy split the crepe in half. He took the smaller one, and he gave the whole thing to me to eat. So I had no I had no container. So
Was it tasty?
I mean,
wow, it was a nightmare. It was a nightmare. So legit. So I was carrying around the crepe around.
Yeah, the sauce was like.
Yeah.
Oh, the.
You know, I was eating on my hand. I was like eating like an animal, bro. Yeah. So a lot of people ran away from me. They think I'm disgusting, and my feelings were hurt.
Yeah, I saw him from afar and I was like, hey, what is he doing? Because he was.
Just so creamy, is it?
Yeah, I just saw cream there.
At that time I switched, and then I asked people to eat. I don't know why I did that. Yeah, like that. I was,
Oh, really?
I was like, you want to eat? You want to eat? I was becoming like, oh, clown or something, going acting like that. But yeah, I realized it's not. In the end, I threw things away. I threw things
Wow.
away.
So you're saying your opinion on eggshells?
Yeah.
It's a work-life balance.
Doesn't matter, whatever.
Technically, it's still work-life balance. It's hobbies.
Okay, so basically, I think for one of the SIL, no student initiative.
Ah, yes.
Also another thing which takes out a lot of time.
I mean, I feel like that is a good.
I feel like it's a good distraction from my studies because I feel like normal HBL is too stressful.
For us to, I feel like it's a good idea because it doesn't how you say? It doesn't, what's the word called?
Affect.
It gives you a break.
Stress you.
No pressure.
No, it doesn't.
It's not about
Why you
academic.
comparing it
To studies, it doesn't like come. It doesn't come with studies.
Oh, it's not graded.
It's not, yeah, it's not graded.
Oh yeah, that's the word. It's like not graded, so like we can do anything we want. And I know some people who study on SIL, so
Wow.
I don't know how they, I don't know how they like that. But I think for one of the SIL, I wanted to know how to cook a sushi.
Okay, sushi.
I took the egg. I want to break with one hand
Oh.
and then the eggshell cut my thumb.
Oh.
So like, I have a
No,
fear
wait, but
after that.
how are you cracking it with one hand? How do you do it?
I
Oh.
Bro.
That's not how you do it. You're supposed to hold it like this.
How's that physics? That's AFS.
I mean like, you know, they crack that out at pressure.
Okay, anyway.
No, since we're talking about SIL, right? HBL is similar to SIL, but HBL is more stressful. There was this one HBL session this year. I spent at least 2 hours on literature. Mind you, I just woke up. I already showered and everything, but I did not eat breakfast. I only drank water. I had HBL. And then I did like 2 hours for literature, and right after that I had physics. We had to build this thing. And I took at least 3 to 4 hours on that one. So it's like from morning all the way to afternoon, I was just working non-stop. After that, I had to plan some other stuff. Then halfway through, I woke up to go get something to eat.
Also, how do you sleep?
Huh? No, as in like got up from the sofa.
Oh.
Cause-
woke
No, I had this sofa bed thingy. I just like stood up from them. I was so dizzy, like literally I couldn't focus like what was in front of me. I felt I was just gonna drop, which initially did happen after that, but you know, I feel like that kind of thing, HBL can be quite stressful.
I feel like HBL takes longer to
Yeah.
finish up compared
I've-
to normal
School.
school.
I feel like it involves the lesson time and the homework, and it's all together in one lesson. Then I felt super stressed. Then my grandma was like so angry at me. She was like, "This is why I tell you go take break. Still don't want to take." I mean, they asked me to finish up within the lesson time, and I took more than that. Took like 2-3 hours. So together it was like just 5-6 hours without any food or water, just doing the work. I was so mentally exhausted. It reminded me of my like Sec 2 years. Sec 2 years, I had 2 projects, and I ended up getting super sick after that also.
Like 2 projects.
At the same time. And I was like doing a lot of the work. Cause my teammates, I felt like they weren't doing much, and if I relied on them, I would probably fail. So I was like, okay, I do everything on that. I just ended up falling sick after that. Which is why I dropped that mentality of getting the best grade. As long as I did my best, I'm happy with it. I felt I want to prioritize myself and my mental health first, then the grades,
Are we still on the topic of
work life.
how to tackle it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think like, okay, for me, right, I don't really have a plan. When you create a plan, right, then you will have restriction. You know, and also like a lot of
like I will go out my plan in my opinion.
I don't like creating a plan because when I create a plan, right, then I have restriction. So okay, let's just use June holidays as an example, right? You know how they'll give us a lot of homework during June holidays,
Yeah.
and then apparently we have supposed to use every day like part of homework. Like some days you do this homework, some days you do that homework. Yeah, I don't follow that. I just keep it all the way until the last day.
Oh.
Last day.
Yeah.
I do it on the
After
first day.
When you do it on the last day, then you realize actually it's not a lot of work. Because if you can complete it in one whole day, one whole month isn't like anything. So when I don't create a plan, right, then I realize this type of things, and I was like, I can just continue doing this, but don't do it. Don't do it, because it will create a lot of stress. But when it's June holidays, like, I have nothing better to
I want to
do.
ask you a question. What is stopping you from doing the work in the other days?
Oh, I just don't feel like I'm I don't feel motivated to do work.
Oh.
I don't like doing work.
True.
I feel like when I'm doing work, I'm doing something which is like forced. That's something you enjoy.
I
Like
mean, usually for me, when I like on TikTok, when I see people doing work, oh, motivated already.
I don't get
Is
motivated.
is there like a name for the effect?
Motivation ah.
Oh.
Inspired.
Inspiration. Inspiration.
Yeah.
The only thing that inspires me from TikTok is when all those artists, right? I take art. The artists, they drink coffee, they listen to music in the middle of the night. That's the only thing that motivates me. Yeah.
I only really use TikTok. I don't really have a social media that kind of like motivates me to do my plans. So I usually like rely on my mind now, my determination to like do
Wow.
homework and all stuff. It's kind of, but I have a that good amount of like mental strength to do it so like my homework, I say that but I don't do my homework a lot. I am not getting scolded by my teacher a lot, but for other things I somehow can remember and do the things I need to do, like so asking my friend, this day, that day, and then like we meet there here and like we film at this place. Yeah, that kind of short film, yeah. So I think that's how I do it to mitigate.
Oh, I see. I mean, back to productivity apps, right? I feel like now the productivity apps are very good and useful. I mean, in my opinion, yeah. And then they are very, how you say? They are very aesthetics.
Oh.
Yeah, it somehow motivates me to do work. And then you have all these checklists, and some type of these apps, when you finish one work, they will give you some sort of
Reward.
prize.
Yeah.
Reward. I mean, I think it's kind of
Rewarding.
Oh.
it kind of makes me satisfied with what I do, and yeah, it makes me productive. Okay, I feel like we are drifting off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drifting off the topic. So back to work-life balance. I feel like we haven't been talking about what we can do physically.
Yeah.
I feel like you want to say something?
No.
Oh.
I don't know. I'm just trying to think.
Also trying to think, yeah.
I feel like dance and music usually, yes.
Yes.
Sorry,
A dancer's point of view, basically.
And I love K-pop.
Yes.
K-pop usually integrates their music with dancers also.
Yes. Currently where I teach.
But I dance horribly, yeah. But I do work out, so
Yeah.
makes my body sweat.
Yes. I heard that I heard that sweat releases that thing.
Endorphins.
Yes, that one.
It's not sweat, like it's exercise.
Oh, but exercise leads to sweat, so it's all same thing.
And then like when I finish my dance, right? Wow, I suddenly feel so
Refresh.
light.
Relieved.
Yeah, relieved.
Yeah.
Oh, all the vocab coming.
Yes.
Yeah. Any physical?
I do some like 1 minute of plank every day.
Oh.
Kind of like get your body running so
Actually,
release all that.
yeah.
It's
Planking is the best exercise to
Cannot
do.
go for 1 minute.
I can do for 1 minute, but that's the most I can go actually.
1
Wow.
minute. That's
Done.
very good.
That's good.
Yeah, that's actually really good. Eh?
No.
I can do maximum 30 seconds.
Then I do like maybe 10 seconds. And I just drop it like.
I think I'll just used to it.
No. So basically, when I teach dance, right, there's tiers. The highest tiers, like the most advanced people, right, before we start dancing, we start with planking. Because planking is a full body workout kind of a thing. So we try to hold the plank at least 1 minute to 1 minute 30 minutes. Then the next session will increase 1 minute 45. Of course, I cannot make it for that long. So I tend to practice more at home, so that I can at least, give my students that sort of like guidance. So while they are all planking, I watch them plank.
What?
It's either I watch them plank or I play music and I prepare. Yeah.
Do you grade them?
Of course I greet them.
Whoa, posture.
Wait, greet them?
Yeah, like
I heard greet them.
Greet them?
No. I don't grade them. We don't do like grading system. Ours is more like for people who want to learn professionally, basically, or just want to learn it as a hobby. So they can come to us and we'll teach them. We don't teach them like the techniques and all that. We just teach them the choreography. That's all. After I finish teaching them like after a really long day, I teach them. I feel really, wow, I feel super satisfied. Like I achieved something. That sense of achievement is what I'm looking for, basically. Like when I see all these students walk out of my class and they're all like happy and everything. Yeah.
I think every work has its own kind of price to it, like satisfaction. Yeah. So you do it because you wanna, feel like it did something, that reward that you get.
Like I'm not completely useless, that kind of
Sort of
feeling.
thing, productivity. Yeah.
Okay. I don't like exercise, and I feel like you over there don't like exercise as well. I mean, clearly. So if you don't like exercise, just do something you love. Okay. Like even me, I have no time at all, but I just find time to do things I love. What do I love to do? Go out. So what should you do? Go out. Yeah. If you don't go out, then you just force yourself to do things. That's not work-life balance. It's just
Forcing yourself.
it's just like child labor. I don't know, but like, yeah. Just try to do something you like. Try to do something you have fun with. Like cause let's say you do studying and you're not a big fan of studying, but then you have to study because O levels. Yeah, O levels. Then do something you love. Do something you want to have fun. Go out with friends. Then go out with friends, but find time to do this lah.
Yeah.
Let's say whole week. Monday got stay back. Tuesday got stay back. Wednesday no stay back. Then find times you can fit in. So after school, stay back. You can go out with your friends. That's what I like to do. So go out with your friends. That's why you have life, and your work was beforehand. That's how you balance that out. And then on Wednesday you have nothing to do, right? That's when you have fun lah. You have to do games. You don't have to do anything. Because then you start to feel like actually everything is going smoothly. Everything is going well. But if let's say you finish the week off and you dread something, right? Then you have to change something about your balancing.
I also recommend don't put everything for the last minute. Okay, try to prioritize. I feel like if you finish it earlier, you got more time to party, more time to go out, that kind of a thing. But I like how I advise other people. I don't follow it either. Somehow, I'm always putting things the last minute. But I don't recommend. It's really not something that is advisable.
Okay, one last suggestion I can give. One last suggestion I heard lah, not give, is yoga and meditation. I mean, personally I don't try it lah, but from what I heard from people that went to do it, it say it really helped. I don't get how it helps.
I tried meditation once.
It relaxes you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I want to try it out lah.
I tried meditation, very embarrassing. I scared someone walking on me meditating. Then I keep opening my eyes to check if the door is open or not. So I feel like it's kind of distracted.
Are you in the pose?
No, I was like lying down on my bed. Then suddenly my eyes closed and I was listening to music. Then later sekali someone opened the door and see me doing that. I don't know, I feel very embarrassed about it. So
you're on the bed.
yeah, I'm on the bed.
So how do you not sleep?
I don't know, bro. I just keep listening to it, the music or whatever they were saying in that video.
Usually when I do this, like I listen to music and sleep in bed, I would like really sleep until the next day. I will not wake up and pluck out my earpiece.
Oh yeah, my grandma always scold me for doing that. She's like, well, one day your ears cannot make it.
Kind of gives you that zen-like feeling. Kind of that yin-yang kind of style, yeah.
Exam.
No, yin-yang, the zen-like feeling.
Zen.
Yeah.
Oh, zen is just relaxing, calm. I also recommend finding something where you can stress relief. Very important.
Something
Yes.
fun.
Yeah, stress relief.
It's just stress relief toys and all that.
Yes. Those help a lot.
Toys, like for kids.
Yeah, this can be well.
No.
How? Done.
Oh,
Like squeeze the thing out.
I see.
Yeah.
So I think we can come to an end to this.
Yes.
We can.
To sum it up, basically.
I think we can sum this episode up on work-life balance. Thank you for watching this episode, and we will see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.